in college, Noah and I were handcuffed for almost 24 hours. Did you know that?
In the back of a police car.
No.
Let's just say we did some illegal stuff. I had heard the tales. It was of your own volition. That's correct.
Yeah, a group of our friends were like, let's just handcuff each other for.
Well, we went to a small school in the middle of, surrounded by cornfield on all four sides. So you had to create
your own fun.
You create your own fun.
Yeah, you guys have seen How I Met Your Mother. What if our life was kind of like a TV show?
Yeah.
What if we
And so,
handcuffed ourselves?
yeah, one of our friends was like, you guys want to handcuff each other to each other? We're like, yes, that is a good idea.
Was there 6 of us that did it?
That's how we make memories.
Yeah, you and me, and then 2 other pairs.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's
And the
oil and water right there.
Yeah. Well, we didn't make the full 24 hours. But the thing about it was like, I feel like the original like idea was like, oh, let's do some challenges, like who can score the most baskets and who can win a race. But we played like Fortnite, I think, or something. But most of the time we just kind of like were sitting there in our dorm.
Hey, are we wanting to shoot some hoops? No, I got class at 3. Oh yeah, I got.
You got class at 3.
I mean, everyone went to this thing called Friday Night Lights. It was based off Saturday Night Lights at our college. But Noah and I were like, you want to go? No.
No, really.
You mean Saturday Night Live, but it was Friday Night Live.
Yes.
You said Friday Night Lights.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
It was not football.
This is not
It was
football.
a comedy show.
Yeah, it was a comedy show.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, we're gonna stay here. I think it was at that time we watched What We Do in the Shadows while we were handcuffed, and we watched Teen Titans Go to the Movies
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
because we're like, what do you want to do now?
So you guys just did stuff that didn't at
Yeah,
all
we were
involve
just-
any sort of coordination or
No,
teamwork.
we
or
did go to
communication.
the school cafeteria at one point, which it was kind of like, see how funny we are. But the other, on the other hand, it was kind of like, yeah, this is kind of like humiliating, and there's not even a good story behind it. It's just we thought it would be kind of fun.
Yeah, there's also like a bunch of kids there for
It was like middle schoolers.
for a trip to our college. So every like middle school kid was like giving us weird looks.
Yeah, they're like, are those dudes handcuffed together?
Like, it's funny.
This is what happens in college.
This is what happens when you're an adult. You
But
do
yeah,
adult stuff.
It started at like 4 o'clock or something, 4 p.m. And we made it through the night. Sleeping was, I don't know how we managed that. Because you and I already butt
we
heads.
took a shower together. I know, no, I'm just kidding.
In our swim trunks.
Yeah, you're like, Noah, do you always wear your swim trunks in the shower?
Yeah.
We started at 4 p.m. and we're going to go 24 hours. And I think like 1 o'clock the next day rolled around. We're like, I think we're done. I think the joke has been made, but we're ready
It was
to
a
end
flop.
this. And then, our one buddy who kind of, it was his idea. He just like has the key. Nope.
Nope.
Not for at least 7 more hours. Man, I forgot about that. That was, it was just kind of one of those things where it's like people in college, I guess, do that sort of thing, but it was, I don't know why we did it.
Because you watch How I Met Your Mother and you wanted your life to be somewhat like a TV show.
Always.
Riley's like, that's still the case.
That's why I do
Yes.
this. Welcome back to the Good Show Hunting Podcast. How you like them apples?
Have not been watching many movies this week.
Why is
Hey,
that?
Josiah, what have you been watching? You said there haven't been watching many movies this week. What does that mean?
It's a metaphor. It's been a busy week for me. I took my national counseling exam, and I passed. So I was studying for that this week, and I've been busy with other stuff. So I didn't watch any movie. Though, go ahead and leave
That's
tomato.
okay.
Go ahead and leave some tomato
No?
emojis in the comments.
Roast him?
Remember how we recited, Josiah,
Josiah?
you're kicked off the podcast.
podcast.
We're replacing you.
That's okay. I've been waiting for you guys to say it. I've been meaning to launch this solo project. This is perfect window. I've been talking with some sponsors and some partners.
Sponsors? What kind of
Yeah.
sponsors?
The big ones. The ones that pay a lot of money.
Like Pepsi?
Manscaped?
BetterHelp. They heard that I was a counselor and they wanted to support the cause. Yeah, so I've not been watching any movies.
We're
this
not
week.
actually sponsored.
We tried watching.
I'd like to hear about Josiah's solo project.
I signed an NDA, so I can't discuss it anymore. We tried watching the Minecraft movie yesterday.
That was going to be our whole thing for the episode today.
We're going to do a
Minecraft movie review.
But then someone at this table whose name rhymes with stupid Oa didn't get tickets.
Well, we were going to support our local theater, and I was rather certain that you were not able to buy tickets in advance, and it turns out that you were. We showed
mere assumption.
Josiah thinks he's so smart.
I passed my national counselor exam.
We showed up to the theater, and we're walking up there, and it is just everyone else is just parents with either their middle school students or middle school kids or elementary school kids or younger. And we were like, should we be here right now?
Well, I looked at this lady. She
was standing right in front of us in line.
She had her phone out to the seating chart you get for pre-ordering shows, and every seat was filled. I was like, oh no.
You were like, no, you pre-ordered tickets, right? And I was like, oh no, you can't do that.
You're not allowed to. How is she viewing the tickets right now from her phone?
She must be looking
and why is every seat taken?
She must be looking at a different theater. But that sort of fell through, and it was kind of humorous because without even knowing that it was sold out, we walked up and there was a line out the door, so we were standing outside, and I was like, I don't think we're going to get in, and you guys were like, yeah, I don't think so, and then we just left.
About a 30-second affair.
Yeah, then we just walked away, and we get back to Riley's car because he drove, and Josiah was like, I don't have it in me to go to a different theater.
The vibe was off.
And so
the moment had passed.
I was really looking forward to it because on school on Friday, working at middle school, just kids all around. We were like, chicken jockey.
Flint and Steel.
I am Steve. I was like,
the Nether.
This could be my life for the next 2 weeks.
Chicken jockey.
So I wanted to be a part of it. Now, can never see the movie now.
I was going to say, did that ship set sail? Like, are we just who knows? The opportunity has come and gone.
I'm sure you'll hear about all this next week.
Yes, I will.
You'll be hearing how it's the greatest movie of all time.
I love it.
I was good.
We Minecraft the movie, or I don't know.
What?
Bro, did you just Minecraft the movie?
Like maybe the One Piece is the friends we made along the way, but it's like
this mine is about to get crafted.
Yeah, we need to mine this craft.
I was going to ask, you think that movie's going to make worldwide? Is it going to make over $1 billion at the box office?
Yeah.
Minecraft is the most popular game of all time.
I think it does well overseas.
I don't know how popular it is in China.
Yeah.
Compared to
I'm sure it'll make good money here, but I don't know about overseas.
$1 billion? That would be a lot, but
Jack Black,
Jason Momoa, he has a great reputation.
I mean, Aquaman made $1 billion.
Did it?
Yeah.
Aquaman?
Yeah.
Really?
No yeah, I promise.
That blows my mind.
The first, both, or just the first one?
Just the first one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Huh. Did you watch? Oh, well, the only other movie you watched, the only movie you watched
this week.
It was a slow week for movies, wasn't it?
It was.
Was a movie that Josiah made us watch for winning trivia, so we'll talk about that in a second. That technically was the only movie I watched as well. I did watch the Netflix miniseries Adolescence. Because
you have a boy now, and you're like, how do I raise my son right?
I heard really good things. Well, on Letterboxd, it's on Letterboxd because miniseries show up there, and it had like an average rating of 4.2, and it struck my fancy.
Let's just acknowledge the fact that Riley just begs and pleads to talk about his TV shows, and then the moment Noah watches any semblance of TV, he gets his own little spotlight.
It's so great. I love it.
It feels pretty good.
I'm not going to say anything. It's worked out for me.
Riley's like, season 7 of My Hero Academia is the best show I've ever seen. I'd figure if you can log it on Letterboxd, that sets it.
That's fair for the podcast.
Precisely.
Now you're getting it.
You just like start filtering Letterboxd by miniseries. Okay.
I just send a bunch of emails. Please put TV shows on Letterboxd. Please put TV shows on Letterboxd.
They're like, here by popular demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like start sweating.
Yeah.
Adolescence was really good. I rated it 4.5 stars. The acting just like throughout was top notch.
I hear the kid that's in the show. This is his first acting.
His first acting credit, and he does great.
Is it? It takes place in England, right?
Yeah,
Or
I
it's
don't.
like an English.
I don't know
production?
if it's England or Ireland. I truly cannot tell. The accent. There's like half of the dialogue in this show I can't understand because it's like they're just accents are so thick. But the story is really good, and it's a very like informed writing process. Like at least my understanding of it. Like they just really took a dive into sort of like the current state of affairs, especially with like kids and social media and that sort of impact on them. And it seems to be like a pretty good telling, and it's like based on true events, which is sort of makes it all the scarier. But yeah, and each episode is one continuous take.
Wow.
Very, very impressive. Like very seamless. I was reading like the trivia on IMDb, and I guess with each episode they shot it like 10 times. That episode 10 times, and then they just like took the best one.
Wow.
But yeah, very seamless. Stephen Graham, do you know him? He's like,
I've heard the name.
he's in Snatch. He's in Pirates of the Caribbean 4 and 5. He plays Scrump.
That's not a real person.
He's like
That's an imaginary
one
friend.
of the new side characters in those. He's been in a lot of things, but he stars in this and he co-wrote it. So people are kind of giving him his flowers. They say he's like, this reveals just like how talented he is.
I love it when that happens, when there's an actor that gets his flowers, like they show how good
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah, one of the actors, I don't have his name pulled up, Ashley something. He's like the main detective. I've never seen him in anything else. But I looked on his Letterboxd and he was in Alex Rider, Stormbreaker.
In what role?
Or I don't.
Okay,
I don't remember.
That's what did I say? I said
it's
Alex
funny
Rider
'cause-
Stormbreaker just has a bunch of B and C tier
Well,
British celebrities.
I don't even. Yeah, I would call him C tier, maybe even lower. Like I never really seen him in anything else. All of his films that he's been in have been like not that good, but his performance is like great. Like he's a really good actor. A couple of Game of Thrones actors in here as well.
I do love Game of Thrones actors.
So anyway, it was really good. Like it's 4 separate episodes, but I feel like you could watch them all like back to back to back.
You would recommend this, especially because you think it's topical.
I think it's extremely topical, and we don't have to get into all that, but because I do have a son now, and like I don't know, I've thought about it before. It's like kids. Social media was like the Wild West when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, when my kids are in high school, it's going to be probably even crazier.
When I was getting my master's, I did. You're about to have your master's.
I'm about to.
I did
no, it's
research.
dropout.
I did a research paper on social media, and I'm really interested to watch the show now because then I could talk about it. But
No, I think you would like it a lot.
the thing that's supposed to make us more connected actually makes us more alone, and just you're a sponge to what you take in.
Bro watched The Social Dilemma. Or was that documentary?
Yeah.
So like, we don't control social media. Social media controls us.
Episode 3 is like really good because that's where it's the kid and then it's just him sat down with his psychologist.
Yeah,
And
that's a clip that's been going around.
okay.
of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. That episode's really good. And it just, the commentary of like what led this kid to commit the atrocity and like exploring that. It's like, wow, this kid is messed up. And this kid is analogous to a lot of like youth today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like kind of a heavy show, but it's very extremely well done.
Are we talking about adolescence or are we talking about the next movie?
Grilled.
Yeah. We actually segued without
It's
mentioning.
very topical,
So,
very
yeah.
very much in the zeitgeist.
So last week Josiah won season whatever 5
yeah.
of trivia,
And
So he got to pick a movie for Riley and I to watch, and he chose a movie absolutely nobody's ever heard of, despite it having several A-list stars in it.
That's why it was funny. And that's why it was a good pick.
2006 is Grilled.
Starring Ray Romano,
I asked my parents if they ever heard this movie. Nope.
Kevin James.
Ray Romano, Cameron James, Sofia Vergara, Juliette
Reynolds.
Lewis, Burt Reynolds, the dad from Good Luck Charlie.
Michael Rappaport.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
It
too big to fail.
So Riley, what'd you give this movie?
A half star.
What do you think I gave it?
5 stars. No, you gave it a half star.
I gave it.
You always were a meat guy. You
Yeah.
always were on that carnivore diet.
Yeah.
Is that a
Did
ribeye
it
or is that T-bone?
Yeah.
That's a ribeye.
New York strip. My review is my entire thought on this movie, and I'm entirely convinced that this movie was written as a tax write-off. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and the fact that there is no sort of like marketing around it, there's no.
What do you mean? It came out in 2006. How do you know if there was marketing or not?
Nobody has ever heard of this movie. It has 1,600 reviews on Letterboxd.
10 years old. No, it's like commercial grilled. He's like,
I was 8 years. I was 7 years old when Talladega Nights came out. People still talk about Talladega Nights. Nobody's ever heard of grilled.
Okay, carry on.
man, this movie sucks.
This movie, like,
half a star.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot to say.
It is irredeemable.
Well, I feel like because you made us watch Master of Disguise. That's not a good movie either. But
that movie's so bad it's good.
Yeah, this movie is just boring. There's a lot of cliches.
You don't think there could be an interesting storyline woven into two door-to-door meat salesmen
that get
I don't
wrapped
understand
up with
how
the wrong
they
thing.
get caught up in the hijinks that they do.
They introduce characters that you're not sure who they are, and you just roll with it.
Juliette Lewis's character is just like drunk the whole time, and she's really annoying.
That's like the bit. It's funny because she's drunk or something.
It's funny that's what they tell me anyway.
Burt Reynolds is just a wealthy guy.
On the drive back from church, I was like, so I think because I was like falling asleep while sort of towards the end of the movie. I was like, what did Burt Reynolds' character, what was he there for? And Riley's like, I think he was just like a wealthy guy. Okay.
It's because they're salesmen, then you make a sale. So you have a wealthy guy that your antagonist is going after, so they save him, and then he agrees to buy your merchandise. Cliche.
But they don't introduce him until the last 10 minutes.
As soon as Kevin James goes to, because he has a daughter, like at first this movie starts, he climbs up to a window to the daughter. I'm like, this could go a really weird place but it's his daughter knocks on the window. They like put their hands against the window.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you forget it's her birthday? No, I didn't forget. Just remind me what you want. A swing set with a slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. He looks up. He's at the play set store. $595. And the salesman, he's like, it's our last one.
Yeah.
It's going to sell out, so you got to get in quick.
Go up in price.
And Kevin James is just like, that's your impending event? Come on, man. You got to sell me on this. He's like
teaching.
Tell me that the world's ending.
Yeah,
they can't sell separate, so they have to be together to be salesmen. Like they try to do it on their own, but they can't do it.
Do you feel like you would enjoy this movie more if you were a door-to-door salesman?
No.
Doesn't have to be meat.
Maybe.
Could be solar panels.
I'm sure there's
Lawn care?
I'm sure there's other door-to-door salesman movies out there.
There was one singular time that I laughed, and it was again, I can't even remember like the series of events, but like Ray Romano and Kevin James are both like locked up in the trunk of a car. They're able to kind of break out through the back seat, like from the trunk into the back seat, but only Ray Romano can fit through because Kevin James is fat. And so Ray Romano has to leave him behind to go like get something to help him out. And Kevin James, as like Ray's character is like leaving, you can just kind of hear Kevin like off in the distance. He's like, "Don't leave me alone. I feel like I'm alone. Am I?" And I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. And then after that, I couldn't really tell what was going on.
That was really
Are
funny.
there any good meat puns?
No, there wasn't any good writing. Sofia Vergara's character is in this, and she's trying to seduce Ray Romano, and they're like in the bedroom about to get it on, and then some random guy walks in, and he's like, "Oh, she hasn't told you yet?" Like, what are you talking about? She's a guy, or she used to be a guy, and we're like, huh?
Her character is.
Her character is trans,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
had a sex change, and
Way out of left field.
Way Out Field doesn't go anywhere.
That
We
is-
don't. Once they leave that setting, like we don't see or hear about that character
That
anymore.
feels like a very 2006.
Like it was a
Yeah.
punchline, is all it was. So it's like, okay.
Moving on. Okay, well,
Grilled would be grilled online if it was made today.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Do you feel like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and now
I
you
guess.
are better movie watchers for having watched this movie?
I'm just gonna be adding bad movies to my letterbox this year. Just wait till next week.
You can't appreciate the good movies unless you can interact with the bad movies.
A good movie will be
You
even
don't
better
des-
by comparison.
You don't deserve me at what's a good?
You don't
My worst.
deserve me at my grilled if you can't, or you don't deserve me at my
What's it?
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
If you can't handle me at my grilled.
yeah, exactly.
That's great. That's great.
Well, I'm proud of you both for making it through. New season of trivia now. We'll
I'm
see what happens
excited.
next.
I really hope I win because
I'm gonna make you watch Grilled 2.
grilled 2, hot off the
turn
the
up
fire.
the heat or something.
Yeah. Well, now you guys have both had 2 wins, so it's my turn to be like, come on, guys.
Riley,
You gotta let me win.
what do you say? Noah never wins trivia again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
No, but like seriously, like it's not really fair if like you guys keep picking movies for me to watch and I don't get to pick movies for you. Like that's just not like equal shares.
We're literally doing Goodwill Gambit next week.
Some people
You
are
picked
more
my
equal
movie.
than others. We're seeing the return. Well, I guess we did Quick 5 last week, but return to Quick 5 again. This time, Riley is under interrogation. Quick 5. Question number 1. What is a Bible verse that you hold near and dear to your heart?
1 John 4:7. Which I wish I could have it off the top of my head.
You can paraphrase it.
But it's about how do you know you're loved? Because God loved us. He sent His one and only Son to die for us, and that is love. If you do not love, you do not know God.
Mm,
So
Love
it's
that.
talk about how to make sure you love others.
nice.
That's good.
Very nice.
On a similar note, what is the best Little Debbie / Hostess snack?
The oatmeal cream pies.
I was. You get one more chance.
You get any
I can't
Little
believe
Debbie and
you're not
that's
the
your
only
pick?
one. Other people will talk about how oatmeal cream pies are the best.
like
No, they're
oat-
not. They're the best bang for your buck because
I
they're
like oatmeal-
cheaper than the rest.
I like oatmeal cream pies.
That's like
Oh, we like them.
plain bagel is your favorite kind of bagel.
yeah.
No cream cheese, please. I mean, like you could have gone with
I would say
cosmic brownies,
oatmeal,
fudge rounds.
No. Oatmeal cream pies are zebra cakes.
Nutty bars.
Zebra cakes is a good answer.
Star Crunch.
Twinkies,
Twinkies are pretty good.
Swiss rolls.
Ho-hos.
Oh, ho-hos. I like
Snowballs.
Ho-hos. I don't think I've ever had a snowball.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
They've got the little.
I would say top
coffee
three.
cake.
Oatmeal cream pies, ho-hos, zebra cakes.
Question number 3. If you were a guest star on the Escape Pod podcast, what hot take would you share to make the clip go viral?
That Darth Vader's not a top 5 villain.
Bro, what are you talking about, bro? Literally name 5 villains who are better than Darth Vader, bro. I'm not even kidding right now.
I love the escape pod.
No, but that's what they would do. They like get incendiary on you, and that's what people.
This clip is gonna go
thrive on.
viral.
And then who are 5 villains that you would name off the top of your head?
Joker, Hans Landa.
You can have Davy Jones
Davy
for free.
Jones, yeah, that was
Davy
gonna
Jones?
suggest
Okay.
that one.
Lotso Huggin' Bear.
I think
Who was the villain in Grilled?
I don't even remember.
Kevin James really was his own worst enemy in that movie.
I would say probably
Thanos.
I like Thanos better than Darth Vader. I'm trying to think of other ones.
Emperor Palpatine, but in episode 9.
No.
Anyone in Invincible or any contemporary
Oh,
show?
can I do TV shows too?
Yeah, we're just.
He's like, is that
Am I
allowed?
allowed to do miniseries?
Can I do the villain from Adolescence?
Is that toxic masculinity?
the internet?
Is that toxic?
Yeah, Riley's like, let me tell you about the worst villain of all time.
Fascism. That's funny.
If you could compete in one Winter Olympic sport, what would it be?
Winter Olympic sport.
And you can answer this one of 2 ways. You can answer at your current skill level or at your desired skill level.
I want to do the one where they like sweep
Curling?
Yeah, curling.
That's a team sport.
You picked up skiing very quickly.
Yeah, I would.
No, he picked up speed really quickly.
You did not know how to brake.
I don't think you
As
had
you
a
moved
lot of
downhill.
control when you were skiing.
I would be terrified to do the skiing one where they jump really
Yeah,
far. That
No,
would
they get so much air.
that would terrify me.
Rightfully so.
I feel like moving quick, that would be tough.
like the
bobsledding,
slaloms.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
You're doing all the team sports.
That's extremely
You're
fast.
doing
as well.
the team sports, so you're
like
like
going fast.
bringing us along.
The skeleton. I think that's kind of like an
That's a
individual.
solo. The
individual
one guy
bobsled.
died. That was back in the 2010s
Well,
doing skeleton, I think.
it takes a lot of.
I've always
takes some
wondered how
cojones.
you get into those sorts of
I'm saying
sports.
at my current skill right now, I would probably be the best at curling.
Yeah. You're like kind of like twerking.
Oh, my back.
The camera guy just like
the paramedics
whoa.
like run out there and you're like, ah.
Start dancing. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the commentators. But he is nowhere near the
Yeah,
target.
but he has a long way to go. All right, question
I
number
don't
5.
think this guy's ever curled in his life.
Question number 5. What are the odds that you run a half marathon dressed up as Superman this year? What are the odds?
3, 2.
Wait. We got to hear what it's out of. Oh my gosh. What are the odds?
I'll do Superman comes out on January 11th, so I'll do 11.
Very good. All right.
That's fair. 3, 2, 1,
4.
3.
Oh. That's close. Okay, you survived this one.
I sort of see Riley wanting to do
Yeah, I
this.
planted the
half
idea.
marathon
Right?
as
It's like I
Superman
get
now.
to dress up as Superman.
Be good content.
If Superman the movie is really good, then which it ought to be. We saw that sneak peek.
I am super pumped for Superman.
I am too, honestly. I haven't really been very excited for an MCU project for a while, but jumping to the other side of the sidewalk.
It just feels so optimistic, so hopeful.
Well, that's what Superman's supposed
Just
to be.
very, it's
yeah,
very
that-
colorful and bright.
Which Superman's supposed to be.
I know.
I think
Yeah.
we're all on the same
Yeah.
page here.
All right.
Cool.
That was quick 5. Thank you guys.
Hey,
I like
you're
these
welcome.
questions. Now we're moving to red pill, blue pill. Return. We did this on episode 10.
it's been a long time.
Episode 10.
This is episode 40.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So now we're bringing it back. I got 2 options for you. You tell me which one you want.
Mhm.
Would you rather want the red pill or the blue pill? So red pill, you will eliminate future musical biopics, or blue pill, you will eliminate future live action remakes.
Live action remakes. Does that only include like Disney live action, or like they're making like the Akira movie? That's a live action remake.
Yeah, or like How to Train Your Dragon.
I don't really have beef with musicals. I just don't love them. I feel like I have beef with live action remakes.
It's not just musicals. It's
Wait, what'd you say?
Musical biopics.
musical biopics.
Yeah, I don't got
A
beef.
complete
I like
unknown.
I like
don't care for-
musicals. Musical biopics though, they're everywhere.
They are everywhere.
And they're-
However, I have started to loathe the live action adaptations because to me they are nothing more than a cash grab.
Yep.
If the original is already a piece of art, then why are we recreating? Lilo and Stitch came out 20 years ago. Does it? I guess actually 20 years ago. That's longer than I. Yikes. Does it need a remake?
So
No, it doesn't.
Do you think the generation that's growing up, do you think they should just watch the
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that'd be great.
I think so.
I think they would love it as much as I loved it when I saw it as a kid.
It's just what are you adding to the experience by adapting it to
yeah.
live
So
action?
I take the whatever pill. That's that one.
blue pill?
Blue
I
pill.
would choose red pill because I feel like musical biopics are all the same, and there's so many of them coming out, and they're all like pretend you're playing a piano like a key right now.
Wait, how does chopsticks go? Ding, ding, ding.
Wait. Play that again,
Yeah, sure. Ding, 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 ding.
dude. You're a star,
He is.
I'm gonna be rich.
He is a complete unknown.
and then I'm gonna backstab you in the future.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me sign you to my record label.
Elvis. Yeah, that wasn't that one. Tom
Elvis. Elvis. That movie was good. I thought though.
They are literally
I'm not
coming
saying-
out with 4 Beatles biopic movies for each member in the same month.
I saw the biggest beef people had with that is that they made the Beatles attractive.
Yeah.
They didn't cast unknown actors.
Right.
Yeah,
They are not a
very
complete
known-
unknown.
Yeah.
They are a complete set of good-looking gentlemen.
So
I don't think Barry Keoghan is, fits
Well.
that bill.
it's kind of look a little rough. All right.
I didn't say that, Barry.
Red pill, blue pill. Red pill is sitcoms edition. You got The Office, Community, How I Met Your Mother, and Seinfeld for red pill. Blue pill, Parks and Rec, Arrested Development, Friends, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Wait, it's red first, then blue?
Yep.
I take red pill.
Community, Office,
Seinfeld.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother.
Blue pill, Parks and Rec, Arrested Development, Friends, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That's my hot take for the escape pod is they don't do anything TV. I do not care for Friends.
They do just comic TV and stuff.
Friends literally defined a generation.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is really good, and Arrested Development first 3 seasons are pretty good. Parks and Rec is good. I'll go blue pill.
I just have an active dislike for Friends because I think it's annoying.
good for you.
You guys are my friends.
Congratulations.
I would probably go with red pill because I think just How I Met Your Mother is just a big staple of my life.
Yeah.
All right, red pill, blue pill. Red pill, you can only watch new movies. You can never rewatch a movie again. So
you can only watch a movie one time.
So from now to the rest of your life, you can only watch movies you have not seen.
Yeah.
So it would be a new movie.
Yep.
Oh, I hear you.
Blue pill, you can only rewatch movies, so you can never see a new movie.
Blue pill.
Blue pill.
Blue pill.
Nostalgia is a heck of a drug.
That would be awful to never. I mean,
I'm saying, but like movies like The Godfather you haven't seen, you can watch that because it'll be a new watch for you.
No way. I'd choose blue pill. I have seen a lot of good movies.
It's really it's a question about would you rather stick with what you have or only ever have new experiences?
Yes.
And I think Noah and I are very much the kind of
don't
what we
take
do
my
have.
movies.
Yeah.
Don't take pirates. National treasure. Don't.
Yeah, literally.
I would choose new movies.
Really?
Yeah, I would. I think I would. I want to see the new Superman. I want to see. I've already experienced those movies, so I want to have new experiences.
Yeah, but like we already have Man of Steel.
We already have Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
I thought somebody was going to do the escape pod guy.
Well, what's his? He does not.
That's the worst movie he's ever seen.
Bro, that is literally the worst movie of all time.
Stop talking about it on my
Alien
podcast.
Romulus is literally the best movie of 2024, bro. And I'm not even kidding.
What's that guy's name?
Hat guy. Alex.
Yeah, and then Andrew Woffello, which I'm a big fan of the escape pod. So
Yeah, we are. We champion the escape pod.
I hope the best. I wish I could be on.
This is a cry for help.
Are you crying? All right, red pill, blue pill. The future of Marvel movies. You can watch the future of Marvel movies or the future of DC movies. So Marvel movies is the MCU and includes Beyond the Spider-Verse and other movies like that.
DC.
Or DC movies.
It's a tough one because DC includes Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Yeah.
I think I go DC
Yeah, I don't know.
because
Marvel, we've gotten our Marvel fix. It's almost like
I think the MCU
Will it ever reach the high of
No, it won't.
Infinity War Endgame?
the MCU is on the downward trend.
But you'll never see Beyond the Spider-Verse, so you'll never get that conclusion.
We've got Into the Spider-Verse,
And
which is
Across.
a great standalone movie.
Yeah.
And Across the Spider-Verse, great sequel. Yes, I would love to see the end of the trilogy. But I have grown much more excited for James Gunn's DC
that
universe.
still is betting it all on a hope. Like none of those movies have actually come out yet, so it's just like we'll wait and see. I guess the Penguins come out and some other smaller projects.
And then the Batman Part 2.
Black Adam.
I'll go with
Aquaman
DC.
2.
I'll go with blue pill.
I would go blue pill as well. Okay, this is Director's Edition, red pill, blue pill. Red pill, Christopher Nolan, David Fincher, Robert Eggers, and Bong Joon-ho. Or blue pill, Denis Villeneuve, Quentin Tarantino, Jordan Peele, and the Coen brothers.
Go through that one more time.
Red pill, Christopher Nolan, David Fincher, Robert Eggers, and Bong Joon-ho. Or blue pill, Denis Villeneuve, Quentin Tarantino, Jordan Peele, and the Coen brothers.
Blue pill.
You get more variety with blue pill. Red pill is thriller and action, high concept sort of stuff. You get Coen brothers, comedy, Tarantino, action adventure, Jordan Peele, horror. Who was the first one?
Denis
Villeneuve, sci-fi.
Yeah.
I think you're losing out on a lot with red pill, but I think I would do blue pill.
I also say blue pill.
I would also agree.
Christopher Nolan is a tough one to lose.
Yeah, no, that's the biggest
Christopher,
one.
my boy.
All right. Next, red pill, blue pill, superheroes. So red pill, Spider-Man, Superman, Captain America, and Wonder Woman. Blue pill, Batman, Daredevil, Wolverine, and Green Lantern.
Blue pill.
Red pill.
Yeah, I would go with blue pill.
You're not getting Spider-Man.
But Batman, Daredevil. That's
recency bias.
The new season of Daredevil. Daredevil Born Again is doing great. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, this is just there's only one in each. So red pill is the AMC intro with Nicole Kidman, or blue pill, any intro with Greg Marcus.
Yeah, Greg Marcus is a national treasure who must be protected at all costs.
And take a load off at one of our sports bars.
Go ahead.
Catch
Order
the latest
mozzarella
game.
sticks.
Yeah,
They're to die for.
Eat a couple for me. I'm not allowed to have it anymore. Too much cholesterol.
Lactose intolerant.
All right, Josiah, this is just for you.
Okay.
Red pill is Riley's top 4, and blue pill is Noah's top 4 on Letterboxd.
Letterboxd.
So mine is Good Will Hunting, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, La La Land, and The Dark Knight. Noah's is Pirates, Sherlock Holmes, Lilo and Stitch, and Narnia. Chronicles of Narnia.
Noah's.
I knew that.
I mean, I haven't seen La La Land, but I mean, Into the Spider-Verse and Dark Knight are like, and Good Will Hunting. Yeah, they're both great, but I would say Pirates. If I get to keep one of my top 4, and then the other, I would go Noah.
And Noah, question to you: Red pill, Riley's top 4, Josiah's top 4, and Josiah's is See Your Life Ultimately, Interstellar, Pirates of the Caribbean, and National Treasure.
I'm so sorry.
I was like, please. I just want someone to say I have good movie taste.
All right, next, red pill, blue pill is composers. You got Hans Zimmer, Iniso. Oh, I can't pronounce his name.
Do we even know who that is?
He's done like Inglourious Bastards, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He's a really famous composer. Iniso, I can't even pronounce that name. Okay. Michael Giacchino and Danny Elfman. And then blue pill is John Williams, Howard Shore, Alan Silvestri, and James Horner.
You just are more familiar with composers than I am.
James Horner.
Who do you do?
Off the top of my head.
Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, shoot.
I think I go red pill.
I should know this.
I would probably do red pill.
Hans Zimmer and
John Williams. I mean, he's a master.
He did the Titanic, Avatar, The Perfect Storm, Master Zorro, and so on.
Okay, well, I've not seen those movies. I don't even recognize his name.
If you had thrown John Powell on one of those, that might have been more persuasive.
Oh, I'll just
no.
The one I can't pronounce.
You can't. You can't
can't do that.
The one you can't pronounce is from the first list.
Yeah.
So I'm already going red pill.
Yeah, I was red pill.
Yeah, my bad. That's my fault. All right.
If you put Chris Bowers on there, he's
the wild robot.
Yeah.
Okay. Red pill, blue pill. You got Hans Zimmer.
No.
No. All right. Next one is social media. You got YouTube. For red pill is YouTube, Facebook, X/Twitter, and IMDb. Blue pill, you got Instagram, Letterboxd, TikTok, and Spotify/Apple Music.
I mean, go blue pill.
Who's not doing blue pill?
I mean, no YouTube, I guess.
Oh, YouTube, that's true.
Yeah.
Instagram,
Letterboxd, and
Letterboxd brings
Apple
me joy.
Music. I listen to music almost every single day on Apple Music.
Yeah, YouTube would be a loss, but
yeah,
that's a blue
But yeah, I watch YouTube every single day too.
Red pill, blue pill, drinks. Red pill, you got Pepsi products, energy drinks, smoothies, and tea.
Like hot tea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blue pill, you got Coke products, sparkling waters, any like type of sparkling waters, milkshakes, and coffee.
Milkshakes.
Milkshake.
I can see it now.
Blue pill.
Probably blue pill.
I'll do blue pill as well.
Sparkling water is like whatever.
Sparkling water is a good one to have like with dinner or after dinner. Just kind of like helps your stomach. I
But man, milkshakes
and coffee, like just a nice warm beverage in the morning.
I think about it right now.
So these are movie companies, or yeah. So you got red pill, you got Disney and Neon, DreamWorks and Paramount. Blue pill, Warner Brothers, A24, Pixar, and Universal.
feel like Disney is just so widely produced, so many different products that like you're missing out on more than you realize. Plus, Neon, weren't they? They've done a lot of like they did Anora.
They're
Yeah.
the next A24 is what people are saying.
Yeah, people are saying they're
So
better.
we're
than
hopping
24.
on the Neon hype train.
Didn't they pick up another movie? Or
I think they did Parasite.
did they?
Oh yeah,
I thought
think
they
you're
they
right.
picked up another movie recently that people were like really excited about. Like Neon is
What's
like
the awards?
gaining,
the Palma? No,
speed.
what's that called? You know the awards thing?
Nope.
Okay.
the awards thing. Yeah,
And this is that's our red pill, blue pill. But I got 2 bonuses just for fun, just for funsies. Okay, like to have some fun. You know, I'm a fun guy.
You kind of like to have fun sometimes. That's what makes you so quirky.
Thank you. 2 bonuses.
Josiah doesn't like to have fun. Josiah's like, let's get down to brass tacks.
You have to choose one, and this is you will experience this. And most of these aren't good. I mean, all these aren't good. So everyone forgets your existence, like in Spider-Man: No Way Home. You live in a zombie apocalypse. You wake up 70 years in the future, like Captain America. You are alone for 50 years on an island. You live in Attack on Titan world, or you have to remain quiet for the rest of your life in a quiet place.
We just pick one of those.
Yep.
I don't want any of those.
You have to
do
choose.
another
I
quick-
have to? What?
Yep.
Read through.
Everyone forgets your existence. You live in a zombie apocalypse. You wake up 70 years in the future. You're alone for 50 years on an island. You live in Attack on Titan, or you have to remain quiet for the rest of your life.
Oh wow, that is just bleak.
You have to be quiet for the rest of your life, or you live in the quiet place.
Yeah, you live in a quiet place.
You can still listen to music if you have earbuds. You get really good at sign language.
You got to know. Somebody's got to teach you sign language. You got to create your own sign language.
Also,
I'm sure
important
there's
question. The also important question is, what zombies are you dealing with? Like, is it
World War Z or is it like Walking Dead?
Yeah.
I just feel like 50 years on an island, 70 years in the future, people forget your existence. You are just losing the closest
I-
ones in
I
your
was
life.
gonna
I would think in the quiet place, I guess you probably are still losing people. It's still an apocalyptic
Yeah.
event. But theoretically, in the movie, they still have their family or they
Yeah.
still have people. I would do quiet place.
I was gonna say
would
the
do that.
only other option that I would consider is 70 years in the future, because Lord willing, my newborn son, who's a month old, would still be alive
Yeah.
70 years down the line, so I could
Father.
reminisce with him.
In the year 2045, they invented anti-aging technology. Really?
2045
That's
is
not that far
20 years away.
that? You just remind me of one of the best quotes in Invincible. Is in season 1. He's like, "After 500 years, what will you have?"
Yeah.
You, Dad.
Yeah, I'd still have you, Dad. Just
Yeah.
pounding.
Oh, dude, that I don't know why you reading all those off kind of gave me a sense of anxiety.
Sorry.
Those are all so hopeless.
No, the rest of the pod.
I'm
Just,
sorry, guys. I just need to
Make sure you hold your
Yeah.
loved ones close.
Tell them you love them.
Yeah, because no time is promised. No time is guaranteed.
I love you guys.
Ooh, have I said that before? No.
This podcast means so much to me.
Wait, I got one more bonus. Please.
Go for it.
All right, I want to know who you guys would put on the Mount Rushmore for perfect comic book castings.
So I have to have time for these sort of things. We have
Yeah.
to think about the casting.
Well, people would say like Iron Man,
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.,
Sure.
Yeah.
Hugh
that-
Jackman's Wolverine.
Are you just
Are
telling
you-
us the answer?
Yes.
No, I'm just naming off.
I would say Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is a secure spot.
With that, Chris Hemsworth as Thor.
Chris Hemsworth
He's
as Thor?
the only original. He's the only original Avenger still in the game, and I feel like people keep coming back for
Chris
him.
Hemsworth doesn't have anything outside of the MCU aside from Furiosa.
We're not talking about outside. We're talking about the MCU.
I think
But
people
I
would say
think you're talking about
cast-
casting wise.
I think
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth embodies a lovable, like Thor. When we growing up, Thor was not a very interesting character.
like
He's
Thor's
a
not a very
god. He's not a
interesting
superhero. But I think Chris Hemsworth has brought a humanity to the role.
like perfect comic book castings. You can't really see anyone else be in this role.
Are you trying to convince me that my answer is not good?
No. I'm just saying. I'm just clarifying with him.
Okay, That's my answer.
Okay.
That's one of my answers.
People would say Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. Some people would say Christopher Reeve as Superman.
Oh
He
yeah.
did really well. We've only seen the first one.
I would my
I'd like that
person
very
I would
much
throw
less.
on the Mount Rushmore is Charlie Cox's Daredevil. I think he's
If
really
anything, I think
He does
I think Vincent D'Onofrio as
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
You embarrass me in front of us.
Or people will say John Bernthal as Punisher, like, but
You could. Here's a. Not, I don't know if this would make the cut, but Jake Johnson as Peter B. Parker. I think he does a really good role,
Yeah.
voice role there.
Yeah.
voice acting Kevin Conroy as Batman,
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne.
That's up there.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Or Mark Hamill as
Yeah,
Joker.
Yeah, that's really good too.
Or Heath Ledger as Joker. They're just not a superhero.
Yeah, they're both good.
Mhm.
Probably
Jared Leto.
I was going to say Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Robin. Why are you laughing? Yeah, like okay.
I think we can
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
let
yeah.
this simmer for a little bit.
Okay.
This week we are going to play another game of Pass the Popcorn. Historically, I've only created like 15 or 16 entries, but today I did come up with, I have 25. Yay or nay on doing all of those?
Well, as we were talking about before we started recording, we always wonder if we'll have enough discussion material to make it through a full hour, and now we're at 46, and 25 seems a little much.
We can do it. We can. They don't. They go pretty quickly.
Yeah. No, I like it, but like, let's.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's. Just
It looks like Riley is doing my job for me. Thank you, Riley.
You need to keep score. Actually, no. This is it.
No,
Never
you're
mind.
you're doing great.
Thanks.
keep up the good work.
And just because there's more entries this time, Pass the Popcorn, there's 4 categories: cast, character, story, quote. I give you guys the year and the genre, and then you, based on a tile that you have of those 4 categories, can tell me, ask me to give you the hint. And because there's more entries this time, each of you has 8 tiles, 2 of each.
Okay. Very good.
So, without further ado, let's get into Pass the Popcorn. What number am I thinking of right now?
17.
2.
I was thinking of 5. So Riley goes first.
You changed it. You changed it in your mind after I said my number.
How'd you know? Okay, Riley. We have to start us off. Number 1, 1999 comedy.
Give me the quote.
What, you want a father figure? Stop pulling your sister's hair.
Little Nicky.
It's incorrect.
What is that? What is that movie?
What, you want a father figure? Stop pulling your sister's hair.
The Parent Trap.
That's incorrect. I guess Josiah.
Cast.
Cast Adam Sandler. You probably figured that out by my awesome quote.
Oh,
Is it Happy Gilmore?
No.
No, what is it's I know,
Joey, Lauren Adams, Cole, and Dylan
I
Sprouse.
know
Big Daddy.
That's right.
what I knew it was that. I said Little Nicky because it had little, and I knew the little Sprouse bros
Okay.
were in it. Okay.
So Riley's got that. So you're keeping score. Great. Number 2, Josiah. You have a 2024 action.
Cast.
Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Isabella.
You said buddy.
I think you said at the same time, but Riley, you were like, mama.
Yeah.
So yeah, Josiah got it. Madam Web.
Is it cast?
Yeah.
And you know the best thing about the future? It hasn't happened yet.
Give
Riley
us
saw
those.
that movie. He loved it. He's like, can I give 5 stars out enough? No. 5-star movie. Question number 3. 2002 sci-fi, Riley.
Give me the characters.
John Preston, Brant, Partridge.
Minority Report.
Incorrect.
I don't got it.
Story.
In an oppressive future where all forms of feeling are legal.
Oh, Equilibrium.
I think Riley started to say it
I
first.
think so. That's on my watch list. We watched that in 9th grade.
I just
English
remember
class.
the end where Sean Bean or whoever turns his head and then his face just slides
No, it's
off.
like it's Tay Diggs.
Yeah. Okay. He was. Yeah.
His face cut off.
Question number 4. 2021 adventure.
Is it me?
It's Josiah.
2024. You say?
Sorry. 2021 adventure.
I think that is maybe what you said. Quote.
I get paid by the number of people I take out, not by the number of people I bring back. Not the best impression.
Hitman's Bodyguard?
Incorrect.
Uncharted.
Incorrect.
Give me the cast.
Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt.
Oh, The Jungle Book. No,
Jumanji.
no,
No, wait.
no.
No.
I know it. I
know it too.
But we only have one guess, right?
Yeah, but
You both guessed incorrectly.
Yeah.
So it's my turn.
River Cruise.
What?
What? Did you say Robert Cruise?
Yeah,
River Cruise.
that's wrong.
Wait.
Quote: The Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
Dang it!
You guys are a mess.
I thought you were saying the category.
Wait, so what you ended on quote? So
I already said quote the first time. Do I get it?
time out.
What's going on?
So you said Robert Cruise, and then
I
Riley
said
said
River
Jungle
Cruise.
Cruise.
Okay, Riley, you got it. We'll just.
Quote.
I don't know. Okay, we'll give you the quote, I guess. Okay, Riley, 2019 horror.
Give me the story.
A husband and wife relocate from Boston to rural Maine with their 2 young children, where they soon discover a mysterious burial ground hidden deep in the woods near their new home.
The Witch.
Pet Cemetery.
That's correct. What'd you say?
The Witch.
No! That movie don't take place in Maine.
That takes place in New England. That's Maine.
I guess that is true.
Um.
So, Riley, you're doing great right now.
Thank you.
Sometimes dead is better. Josiah, 1987 animation.
Story.
A group of dated appliances embark on a journey.
Brave Little Toaster.
Yes, that's correct. Riley, number 7, 1986 comedy.
Give me the characters.
Lucky Day, Dusty Bottom, Ned Netherlander.
Oh, Groundhog's Day.
Incorrect.
Ned. That's a good one. 1986 comedy.
Yep.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Incorrect.
Let's do.
You still have this too. FYI.
Yeah. Story.
3 actors accept an invitation to a Mexican village to perform their on-screen.
The Three Amigos.
That is correct. The quote, "Do you have anything here besides Mexican food?" Riley? No, Josiah, your turn. 2016 action.
Quote.
"These are the sacred tenets of our brotherhood. To stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent."
Assassin's Creed.
Yes, that's correct.
Wow.
That was, I don't know. who
I
says
recognize that
line.
more from the video game than the movie.
Number 9,
Tied up.
1990. Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. 1990 rom-com.
Give me the cast.
Richard Gere, Julia Roberts.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty woman. Pretty woman. Josiah, 2013 sports drama.
Cast.
Robert De Niro, Sylvester Stallone.
Grunge Match.
Oh wow.
we
only-
used that movie to sneak into an R-rated movie one time.
We used it to sneak into Lone Survivor.
Yeah.
Number 11, Riley. It's a 2011 sci-fi.
Give me the quote.
"Excuse me, can I have another order of fries because my friend here is fat? Funny chompers, at least I don't need a booster seat."
2011 sci-fi.
"Excuse me, can I have another order of fries because my friend here is fat? Oh, funny chompers, at least I don't need a booster seat."
Zoom.
Super 8. Yeah. I was like, that sounds familiar.
Mint.
They have some good adolescent boy dialogue in that movie.
Josiah.
We just have characters.
Oh,
You
yeah?
have-
And you
Characters, I
have
have
one quote.
So what's the standings?
Josiah has just 2 characters. I have 2 characters and a quote.
Okay, very good. Josiah, this is a 2008 fantasy.
Character.
Mo, Capricorn, Dustfinger.
2008 fantasy.
The Spiderwick Chronicles.
Incorrect.
I was gonna say that.
That's a
Good job.
Good
Vincent.
guess.
For it. Mo something.
Capricorn Dustfinger.
The Golden Compass.
Incorrect.
Quote.
I don't want to go back into my stinking book.
Oh,
I don't know if they're British.
I know what
you
it.
don't.
I
yeah,
can't
you
guess
don't have
now.
any quotes.
I want to go back in my stinking book.
I don't really know how we resolve this. If
It just goes to the next one.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're just.
I think I see the poster in my head. I just don't know.
what does
the
it
name.
look? What does it look like?
It's like a book open and the lights coming out. I think.
I don't know.
Inked.
Incorrect.
Inkheart.
Darn it!
Inked is like a tattoo competition show or something.
So, but that you didn't get that on the character tile. Or do we-
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm just saying.
Okay, so it just.
I just knew it, but I'm saying we just.
Okay, so it just goes to the next one. Okay, Riley, a 2017 comedy.
Quote.
That's the longest list I've ever had. Apostasy, abusive language, heresy, revealingness, eating blood. Do you think I've ever written down eating blood before?
Holmes and Watson.
Incorrect.
Characters. What we do in the shadows.
Incorrect. Characters: Masito, Sister Alessandra, Father Tommaso.
I thought what we do in the shadows was a good guess.
It was okay, guess.
Is it The Little Hours?
That's correct.
What? Where did that come from for you?
Well, I remember I did that for your movie.
I was really hoping to see if you would get it.
No.
Your movie reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the only movie I could think of.
Okay. I thought vampires.
It's funny. I looked up because I just pulled up the quotes from IMDb. I opened up the quote section and there's like 2 quotes that did not fit. So I had to like Google other quotes, but nobody wanted to go to the quote section.
It's a forgettable movie.
I'll say. So was it? You've got character and quote size.
I've got 2 characters. Riley's got 1 character, 1 quote.
Dang.
You technically have the advantage right now.
So Josiah, it's a 2003 war.
Characters.
Lieutenant A.K. Waters.
We Are Soldiers.
Incorrect. James Red Atkins, Dr. Lena Fiore Kendricks.
It's We Were Soldiers.
Oh.
Pearl Harbor.
Incorrect.
Give me the quote.
I broke my own rule. I started to give an F, and I brought you guys along with me.
Black Hawk Down.
Incorrect.
That's a good guess.
What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Tears of the Sun.
Yep.
Oh, is it? That was just a guess. Dang it.
Yep. Tears of the Sun. I saw that. I didn't know that was Antoine Fuqua.
Oh.
Is that Bruce Willis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bruce Willis. And apparently they like butted heads on set, and they vowed never to do another movie together again.
Nice.
And now they never will.
Too soon.
So Riley, 2017 thriller.
Give me the quote.
I need a case to work on. I apologize for Oslo's low murder rate. I need the case to work on. I apologize for Oslo's low murder rate.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
Incorrect.
Characters. The Snowman.
That is correct.
I knew.
I thought that one was going to be kind of off the radar, but it is a Norwegian.
Norway and in that time.
How'd you get that?
Michael Fassbender. It was a because I remember Noah had read the book, and then the movie had came out, and it was not good. And the character's name is Harry Hule or something, but it just looks like Harry Hole.
I didn't know you knew all that. I knew all that, but
We talked about it.
oh yeah,
The Snowman.
the book was decent, but yeah, I think the movie veered quite
Come on, don't leave me
a
hanging.
distance.
No.
Okay, let's go.
So Josiah just has one character. Riley have character and quote. Josiah's turn,
Oh, it is.
but Riley, you can
you
steal.
can steal.
So it is number 16 here. 2022 animation characters: wolf, shark, tarantula.
The bad guys.
That's correct.
Ah, no.
Okay, Riley, you have the advantage now. Number 17 is a 2008 comedy
Give me the quote.
Quote. Lieutenant Bottoms, what's your status? Captain, we had a small gas leak. It was silent, but not deadly.
What?
I know this. I do know this.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Give me the quote one more time.
Lieutenant Bottoms, what is your status? Captain, we had a small gas leak. It was silent, but not deadly. 2008 comedy.
And my only guess, men who stare at goats.
That's incorrect.
That's a good guess. Okay, characters, and one of them's name is Dave.
Dave.
Meet Dave.
Meet Dave is correct. Eddie Murphy,
That's
Elizabeth
a
Banks.
crazy deep cut. I can't believe I remembered that.
Yeah, I don't know where you pulled that from.
We watched the movie as a family, and
Watch it as a family?
Yeah, it was one of those where mom and dad were like, "That's fun."
This is good.
This is rated
good,
PG.
Good humor for the kids.
Yeah, because do you know the movie?
No.
Hey, Riley, come on. Meet Dave. It's got
Dave.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy is this alien.
I wish I was a part of your family and watched it growing up. Maybe that would give me
Mom,
the
Dad,
edge.
Can Riley come over and watch Meet Dave with us?
Wow.
A crew of miniature aliens operate a spaceship that has a human form. While trying to save their planet, the aliens encounter a new problem as their ship becomes smitten with an Earth woman.
I can't believe I got that.
Yeah,
Let's go.
That is a deep cut.
I hate losing.
Oh,
I hate losing.
I gotta say, other than last week with the before and after, we're usually pretty close on our games. You are a worthy opponent.
Really?
Okay. Do we want to just run through the quotes?
How many are left?
7.
Yeah, let's do that quickly. Or
No, we're gonna savor it.
I already won, so
Swish it around your mouth. Cover all 10,000 taste buds.
that's a 10.
A 2011 sci-fi. How old are you in real time? 28. I'm 105.
In time.
That's correct. Come on, Riley, you got this. 2009 rom-com. Look, I know you think she was the one, but I don't know. Now, I think you're just remembering the good stuff. Next time you look back, I really think you should look again.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Incorrect. Look, I know you think she was a one, but I don't. Now, I think you're just remembering the good stuff.
500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, nice.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
I think that's on my watch list. I have not. 2016 fantasy. You don't have to make us feel safe because you've made us feel brave. I don't think you guys are going to get anything out of that quote.
Brave?
Incorrect. Let me
Warcraft.
incorrect. That was on the last Pass the Popcorn. Cast is Eva Green, Samuel L. Jackson, Asa Butterfield.
Ender's Game.
Incorrect.
Oh.
That'd be Harrison Ford.
Oh. Is this the one
Directed
where...
by Tim Burton.
Oh, Miss Peregrine of Imaginary... or
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Yeah. I know Samuel L. Jackson was in that movie.
He's like the main villain, I believe. 2024 rom-com. Pilots fight gravity. It's their nature. That's a terrible quote or a terrible impression.
Pilots?
Pilots fight gravity. It's their nature. I haven't seen the movie.
Anyone But You.
Incorrect.
I don't know what other rom-coms.
Here we'll just
Who's the cast?
Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum.
Oh.
I know it. Or no. Oh, yeah.
Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah, there you go. Isn't that a song? Fly
Yeah.
to the moon. 2014 War. Who would make sure that the statue of David is still standing or the Mona Lisa is still smiling?
Monuments
Who would
Men.
protect her? Yeah, that movie was not good.
There's George Clooney.
George Clooney, Matt
Yeah.
Damon,
Pretty stacked cast. John Goodman.
Bill Murray. I remember watching that and it was just very underwhelming. It's number 23. 1997 thriller. Discovering the object of the game is the object of the game.
What? The Game.
It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game.
David Fincher.
Yeah. Didn't 7 come out in 1997?
That was 1995.
Oh,
93.
The 95, I think. The game came out in 1997, so I thought both did. But 2020 drama. I feel as if I'm losing all my leaves, he said while laying down in a chair. I feel as if I'm losing all my leaves.
What? Is he a shrub?
How'd you know that?
It's the Shrub movie.
Anthony Hopkins, Olivia Colman.
The father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
And they were like doing the in memoriam for Chadwick Boseman at the Oscars. And then it was leading up to this kind of assumption that he was going to win the best actor for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah.
And then so it was all Chadwick Boseman. And then the Oscar winner is Anthony Hopkins. It was like a really awkward moment. And then Anthony Hopkins wasn't even there to accept the award.
Interesting.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was just
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
The last one is a 2005 animation. It's not the size of your wingspan that counts. No, it's the size of your spirit.
Valiant?
That's correct.
Did you not think I was going to get that?
Who's aware of Valiant? That's a Disney movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Same person who's aware of the Snowman and Meet Dave. How do you find those? Like, are you just like jumping around on IMDb, or do you have a random movie
there's
generator?
a Google random movie generator, and I do that, and then sometimes I'll just Google a genre, like just a list of movies. It's a pretty rigorous process. You probably would never be able
Took
to
you forever.
do it.
That's why we started late. In the spirit of Grilled, which honestly, love to just kind of sit in that spirit. We have Kevin James trivia for today. It's a new season of trivia. Everyone has 0 wins, but Noah Riley's going to walk away with 1 after this Kevin James trivia. Question number 1. Oh, wait, tester posers. Riley's 1, Noah's 2. Question number 1. What Kevin James-led movie features archetypal cowboy actor Sam Elliott as the father of James's character, who dies in a dramatic final stand near the beginning of the movie? What Kevin James-led movie features archetypal cowboy actor Sam Elliott as the father of James's character, who dies in a dramatic final stand near the beginning of the movie?
I don't know.
Noah.
Grown Ups?
No.
I have no idea.
Riley.
Oh, darn it.
Here comes the boom.
Nope. No, it's Barnyard.
Barnyard.
Shoot.
'Cause I won't back down.
I've never seen that movie.
You haven't?
Nope.
You did not have a childhood if you didn't watch Barnyard. Question number 2. Kevin James and Adam Sandler have partnered on many movies together. Grown Ups, Grown Ups 2, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, Pixels, Hotel Transylvania movies, and so on. And on even more Kevin James-led films like Paul Blart Mall Cop 1 and 2, Zookeeper, and Home Team, Sandler was still involved in what role? Noah.
Producer?
That is correct.
Darn it.
Let's go.
Question number 3. In Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2, basketball shorts wearing Adam Sandler is perplexingly married to the venerable and beautiful Salma Hayek. How does he do it? But Hayek also plays Kevin James's love interest in what 2012 movie where they share a kiss through the chain link fence of a fighting ring? Noah.
Here Comes a Boom.
That is correct.
I didn't know Salma Hayek was in that.
Yep. You said that 2 questions ago.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you still got this.
Yep, I got this.
Question number 4. Before going viral in 2024 with his chill guy, the King of Queens smirk, Kevin James received online attention in 2020 when he released a series of popular online videos where he played what production crew member in Riley?
The boom mic operator.
That is correct.
What's that?
Yeah, he has a series called Sound Guy where he just plays like a boom mic operator just like in different movie scenes.
It's like a YouTube thing? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Yep. All right. Question number 5. Before playing the dramatic and sadistic villain in the 2020 action thriller Becky, James actually played another brief yet quirky and dramatic role in what 2015 World War II drama, the title of which shares its name with one of the atomic bombs dropped on Japan? Noah.
Fat Man?
That is incorrect. Riley, if you know the names of the atomic bombs, you have this one.
I don't though. That's not.
I win. Riley, you're such a little boy.
Batman. I don't know.
Riley.
Badman. I don't know.
Incorrect. It's a little boy.
I couldn't resist. So I win.
Yeah, Noah wins.
Scooby Dooby Doo. Little Boy, was that like a super low budget movie?
It's got Emily Watson and what's his name, Wilkinson.
Tom
Wilkinson. So
Did
it's
he
got
die?
some. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yep. If you had studied, you maybe would have known that one.
Yeah.
Always study before trivia. But we got a bonus. Question number 6, bonus question. What do actors Kevin James, Jim Caviezel, Jonathan Roumie, and Mark Wahlberg all have in common? Noah.
They were all born in Ohio.
Incorrect. What do Kevin James, Jim Caviezel, Jonathan Roumie, and Mark Wahlberg all have in common? Riley.
They're all Catholic.
That's correct.
Oh, shoot.
Jonathan Roumie's the guy who plays Jesus in The Chosen. Mark Wahlberg, we all know he's Catholic. And Jim Caviezel's played Jesus in Passion of the Christ. He's Catholic. They all have done partnerships with Hallow, like the Catholic.
Oh, I knew Mark
meditation.
Wahlberg did.
Yeah.
Kevin James did?
Yeah. Yeah, he's outspokenly Catholic, apparently.
Wow, interesting. I know.
Good job.
I feel like
That's
I've
good.
seen
Thank you.
Chris Pratt in those commercials
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
Mark
say-
Wahlberg.
Well, I
Those
originally
commercials are kind of
had-
make you feel
I
like
originally had Chris Pratt in here, but I think Chris Pratt is
He's not Catholic.
Not Catholic. He just partnered with them for that.
Didn't you just talk about what's his name? The Neil McDonough, isn't he?
Yeah, he might be Catholic. Yeah, he didn't come up. Gwen Stefani has also done a partnership with Hallow.
I mean, I guess nobody's
This week.
perfect in this world, but it does seem strange to have certain people advertising your Bible app. What do you see?
All right, so Noah is on the board.
Future.
Dummy.
So what's trivia for next week?
We're just gonna kind of keep it simple. It'll be 2000s comedies.
We're going to keep the grilled trivia rolling
Yeah.
with Ray Romano.
It is just grilled trivia. What type of gun did Kevin James wield when he was holding up against the dad from Good Luck Charlie?
B-22.
That is correct. You're like, I said I studied.
All right.
2000s comedies.
Very good. Thanks for watching.
We love you guys.
Let us know if you've seen Meet Dave
Let us know if you've seen Grilled.
or Grilled.
Let us know if you've heard of Grilled.
Yeah.
I would feel validated if I knew other people had never heard of it and that it was in fact created as a tax write-off. And let us know what you think of the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Chicken jockey.
Flint and Steel.
Chicken jockey.
All right.
We love you. See ya. Thank
Thanks for
you.
watching. Later.
Bye.